Aha! Not late. At least by the full week. Still have one day just before the new episodes come out. I'm getting better, getting better. Anyways, let's get on to the Young Justice episode reviews of 7, 8, and 9. Okay, the first one, not gonna lie, was okay. At best. Well, I should say okay for the main story that was happening throughout this episode. Everything to do with Vandal Savage. His history, his power, so on. I guess the way it was presented, like this documentary type, just didn't hit too well with me. Though that's just me. But I can understand the story purpose of this episode. It's mostly to hype up and show off what Vandal and eventually what Darkseid can and will do throughout this season. Because, you know, they were teased at the end of season 2. And, you know, I'm assuming they're pretty much going to be the main type of antagonists or supervillains of this whole season. It would make sense, at least that's how I see it. That's pretty much it there. But the side plot of this episode is real nice. It's of Halo, Brion, and Forager training, like actual training and practicing as a team and everything, and they do pretty darn well with also getting their costumes. And I should also say for Brion, he gets his hero name, Geoforce. Real cool. I'll probably just stick to... Well, no, I could probably switch between Geoforce and Brion. I don't mind. Geoforce is actually a pretty cool name. The others two stick to their names, Halo and Forager. Oh, and Black Lightning and Dr. Jace have sex. Like, just straight up. Moving on. Second episode. This one is tricky, so try and follow along. So we have a small meeting with League and non-League members, aka Batman and his group that he took from McCann's team, all to figure out what's been happening from these past 3 weeks because of crime, seeing how all of them slightly relate to one another. Nightwing's team try and stop small-time villains of Shade, Livewire, and Mist, and kinda Cheshire, and, well, they mostly escape, but, you know, they got what they wanted. They stopped them, which is more important. With not too long before that, weekly-wise, Robin, Tim Drake version, and his little squad get some action of trying to stop the Mad Hatter and Clayface. We get to see Spoiler, Orphan, and Arrowette do their things. Spoiler is basically the filling in spot for Batgirl, as I keep failing and forgetting to mention this, but the original Batgirl, Barbara Gordon, by this point is already Oracle, who's dating Nightwing too, so I guess there goes my ship of him and Zatanna. Anyways, Orphan is just a ninja and Arrowette is to fill in the spot for another Archer. They unfortunately couldn't complete their mission as well, but they got something out of it just as much. And not only with those events happening, the Justice League dealt with their little problem of Sportsmaster setting some newly captured prisoners free. One of them turns out to be Shade before he was Shade, and this is how everything kind of connects and ties back together. With most of these criminals and people that we meet were mostly under mind control through some degree. So they all try to figure out how to stop this, and they just really couldn't come to a full conclusion that they all could be satisfied with. But this kind of goes into the last episode, and it's pretty simple compared to the previous one. The main plot of this is that The Light, yeah, remember that major supervillain group? They're back, and they hire the main man Lobo to kill someone we know. That's someone being Forager, who I have to say by this point in this episode is becoming pretty funny to me. I don't know what it truly is, but the way he speaks and sounds always makes me giggle and laugh. And as they're fighting Lobo, chalk another one up for Halo and her death tally, because this is what, the 4th time that she's died so far within these episodes. I think they're honestly just making a gag of that. You know, through these group of episodes, she dies at least once and then just comes back to life as if nothing happened. It's just... I think they're really doing that as a gag because, you know, I'm starting to laugh by this point. Now, the team don't exactly beat Lobo. Forager just tricks him into thinking he did die by removing his shell. Now, while that's happening, the biggest cock tease that I've ever seen happens within this episode, and that's the side plot line, I would assume, and that being these mothers and parents of superheroes are all having this playdate for their children and kids at one house, and across the street was this one man slowly taking his time trying to, I don't know, attack or blow up the house, and it was Ocean Master of all people, and he's legit like 4 steps away of getting into the fray, and then Lady Shiva stops him and says, maybe next time, in your next life as well, because she just kills him right then and there. I'm not mad, I just kind of feel bad for Ocean Master by that point, because he was built up through the whole episode. It takes like 2 steps, just needs to take 2 more steps, and then he just gets killed. Like, there wasn't even a fight, he just dies, his head just gets cut off. So yeah, that's gotta suck for him, man. He said, like, I've been waiting for this moment, I've been planning, waiting, and then he just doesn't get to do it. That's gotta bite. But yeah, all 3 of these episodes were pretty good. I really can't say that because the first one, the 7th episode, was it was okay. But the other 2, they're really nice. I like them. Hopefully within these next one, we get to see the team, you know, like McGann's team, doing their thing. So that'd be pretty cool. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Have questions, comments, concerns, or any other discussion topics. I'll try to answer them the best I can. You know what to do with all the links that I provide, with the description and 1 comment that I leave. Have fun going to the social media sites that I don't really use. But thank you for watching. That's greatly appreciated, of course. Have a great day, have a great night, and everything else, you know what to do.